can start. I'll build rather a small map, and I think I will build swamp. Just some muddy waters and kind of a bridge or path through it. So let's see if I make it right, and I hope you'll enjoy watching it. All right. So main menu. So let's keep it small. Smaller map is better for the better, resolution, and so whenever I just zoom in, zoom out to catch the map in order to record the map for animated map, it is way better. So let's do it. I name it maybe a swamp crossing, and okay, beat that. Swamp crossing went some down to the list down there. Okay, let's enter the map. Let's see. I have some idea in my head how the map should look. It's not gonna be something really big, but yeah, I hope you guys will enjoy playing on it. Right. Check. Okay. Let's look around. Or maybe somehow limit the area because maybe I'll shoot the swamp somewhere inside this area. Not necessary to use all of the rest of the map. So maybe let's start with the most obvious thing on the swamp is the water. So I've opened my water menu, the water. Let's see. Water is ready. Pretty shallow, but that's okay. This is how the swamp's supposed to be. Agreed for now. Okay. Let's brush. And it's normal that somewhere we'll have that patches of terrain. brush for a moment. I need left right arrow. Oh, that's better. Good, Julian, that you have added these tooltips so I can learn something finally. All right. Okay. Gonna be bigger than I thought, but all right. Okay, so how I'm going to do that? Here will be elevated terrain, just with kind of the forest, small forest, and afterwards there will be a marshland, and the water would be more deep and deeper and deeper. I'm gonna put a tree here just to catch the scale, because for now I'm rather clueless. Okay, all right. Tree, so I know more or less how it's gonna be. That seems alright for me. Now I have it. Those polygons don't look very good. Maybe I'm just going to smoothen the terrain here. Oh yeah, arrows. Yes. Go. Brushy, brushy. Brushy. This brushy. Doesn't help much. Maybe the water is too shallow. Okay, now it's too deep. That's okay. Smooth here. All right. The terrain will be more elevated, so let's give it 3D shape. So usually, whenever something is elevated in nature, I think it is because there is some rocks beneath the ground. So let's give it more this shape. Oh, it's going to straight. Oh yeah, that's a nice effect here. I don't want it here. Oopsie daisy. Hi Deneb. Good morning for you. Top of the morning. How are you doing? Oh, it looks even like a, I don't know, a word map. All right. Let's keep it like this for now. What else? I'm going to make the water a little bit deeper in some places. I don't mean in some, because yeah, this This is how swamps are. I think I don't live on swamps, but see how make it big. Doesn't make any difference from the top view. That's not okay. It should have, but then, all right. Going to elevate this one a little bit. Okay, so there's gonna be a road here. I think that road should go from the north yeah, along with the hill here, and it should stop somewhere here. But the road should not be that much often used, so it's not going to be like a main road or I don't know. But it's going to be a road which going to be heavy overgrown with the grasses and bushes. So yeah, the road should somewhere here be disappearing, just to switch into the kind of the very rusty, and not rusty, but to say not in well conditioned bridge. Right, so maybe let's start with the bridges. Okay. I want to have those like do probably. I'll leave it like here for a moment. But I'm looking for something which is rough. Okay, that should do. Platforms. This is really nice. Okay, so switch it a little here. Oh, this looks really nice. Platform. Ah, okay, Edward. Sorry, Deneb. uh, I took some days off because it was really, my job is too stressful for me. I did some break. And I'm not talking about, of course, map making. I'm talking about my full-time job, which is, yeah. As for now, I'm not really happy with that, but maybe it will change as the time goes. We'll see. Okay, so I'm gonna delete that one. No, I'll keep that somewhere on the side. Okay, there should be a really good reason to somebody to build that curved platform, and I think in here should place a really big tree or maybe some ruins. I think ruins will be better. Also, I like to come. Even now, I'm trying to somehow fit it to the animated maps. I think the view that we're gonna have here will be like this. That, because the more important from the tactical perspective is this passage here. So maybe even we can like still I don't want to have that much zoom out because at this point we'll have some losses in quality. Let's keep it like, yeah, let's keep it like this for now. Later on we'll maybe get out something better. I used to just save the positions here for the camera shots later on. Okie dokie, let's go for it. So we have our platforms, we have our two aisles. And, why somebody should build the platforms here, not here? That's a good question. Maybe we should make this water a little bit deeper. Nothing you can see for now, but if somebody is using that map as a white shape user, you'll see the terrain is different, how the water depth is different. Okay, here we go now. Objects. Usually I do the texture work as a rather something which is really at the end of my map making. Is because it depends what texture is somehow determined the material. Let's keep it as material. The material is rather determined on the objects. So whenever there will be trees, there should go the texture with the rusty leaves. Oh, that. Go back to the, yeah. And whenever there's something like a building, there's a special, I don't know, the paths the people just made walking around the house. So just to mention, I'll keep that texture work at the very end. Now the ruins, yeah, we should have the ruins here because for some reason they need to build somebody to build that platform around, and now I think we're gonna have like, it's nice. That looks cool. This is a nice object, but let's see for the others. I like this one. But we'll still have that one, but it scaled down just a little bit. Or maybe not. Maybe let's even give it like this, with the full scale. Now, let's go back to our not. Then we need to scale it down a little bit. I'm gonna put it here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to lean this tower a little bit because the ground, bumpy ground, is very soft. Heavy tower, leaned a little bit. That's gonna be leaning tower on the swamps. Done. Okay. Let's go for, let's see what is in the modules. In the modules there's a quite nice, this is too big for now. I want to make this map small. Tower, tower, tower. Alright. Here. Too much tower? I don't know. And then let's finally build something. Let's build some walls. Put it here. Right. Okay. I will lean it a little bit. Have some impression of ruins. Then, instead of leaving it like this, I'm going to add let's stretch it, I think. Like a natural looking. Almost natural looking. Now it looks like real. Now I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Honestly. Sometimes it is just a trials and errors and trials and fails and stuff. Really don't know what you are doing until you see the final result. Thank you for like. Let's Okay, I'm not gonna. I'll leave this mark here, and then I'll just fill it up with some, I don't know, plants or trees. Now, what do you think? What's gonna be really good in terms of the in terms of tactical or from the tactical perspective on this map? We have a forest. We will have a forest here. There should be a trees. There will be a bunch of trees in the water. We have some platforms, and I think we need to something that players take cover in for the that's gonna be good. Some remains of, I don't know, maybe there was some arches. How do you how to say that? Of course, everything is really the muddy ground. Then looks good. Now some tricks in the terrains. Connected to the platforms. Also could put there I can show you now how I built some rubbish, I don't know, like this. Doesn't really need to be under the 90 degrees. But just to have a how the flat surface of, I don't know, some walls are looking like. You can see it. So let's descale it a little bit. How long? I don't have a plan for that really. I plan to build this map, and yeah, later on, I think you could see that stream, yeah, in a free time. I think at least 1 more hour. Maybe 30 minutes, 40 minutes, sorry. Yeah, no. Whoa, it went crazy. Bigger, bigger. Lay down. Yeah, good boy. Oh, come on. Go. Yeah. I think we have enough point of interest here. Here we have a covers. Here we have some towers ruin, and what's more, yeah, I think that will be a time for making some trees here and planting some plants. One more thing. Really like to have something in the middle here. Going to maybe smoother. Like this. Oh, too much. Whoa! Everybody knows that back. Go back. Now, yeah, some point of interest here. How about cathedral? No, not really. uh, let's see, or maybe something. Painted down below. No, no. I need to turn everything off because I think I have just started painted dungeon. I don't want to do that. Let's see, maybe something will come up with from it. Hmm. Nah. How about some altar? Go back, and for altar I use that theme. Building for circle here was some ancient, maybe even the whole keep was built around these ruins. They become another ruin, but yeah, let's. There are really nice assets here. Those are fitting more for a jungle, and let's find something for the altar. That other. It's indoor. Okay. Here I usually building that usually using this catacomb wall props for making some ruins, so you could see that into Cragwing Castle, and because they got some, put it under 90 degrees. Turn it a little. Yeah, how to make some bricks or impression of the lying bricks separated. Really take this these props and just holding the shift, taking a couple of those. See, back. Let's put a random rod here, and give some variation in terms of the scale, so they won't be that obvious. You can see are all the way. Even they're not fitting 100% with the textures, but with us, but we can make it up, and I'll make it up with some plants around and lighting. Here, because as the tower collapsed, it leave some, certainly left some underground. Right. Very well. Altar. Yes. Need something here. Sarcophagus? Not really. I don't want any more. Well, why not sarcophagus? Could it be a vampire living on the swamps? Would a vampire have that sarcophagus in that obvious, not hidden location? B. Why not? The vampire, after all, it's a powerful being. Ah, yes. scale it back to 1. It, but just for a moment, because I don't want to have it fitted 100%. I want to be a little bit uncovered here. I need to check whether it would that look good. Here, this view of the that would work. All right. As we have the circle focus here, I'm going to make more of a tiles here. Let's take this value here and paste it. That work here? But scales is different. It is. Overlapping, but just a little bit to avoid this flickering of the texture. Not perfect. Who is doing perfectly these days? Yeah, and here will be some, I don't know, place for handles, whatever. I was just making a story in my head when I built the map. So yeah, we have this vampire who probably was an owner of this castle. Due some, I don't know, magic disaster, the swamps just pops in. But the vampire stayed here. Locals, he's a good guy, so the locals just bringing him some I don't know, people for sucking a blood from, and just I don't know, praying to him, because those are peasants, so yeah, they're not very wise people. I mean that let's say that days they weren't. Okay. Good. Let's go back to the flora. What I really like, and what's that usually takes a week. First of all, random rotation scale from 0.4 maybe to 1.2, not too much. Checking all of the trees here. Not really this one and this one because they have some. They are some. They are odd. Keep it like that. Okay. So now. So some trees. Of course, in here, the ruins are overgrown. Here and there. The selection to only that ones because they are three here. Okay, let's keep it like that. The closest, closest, more close to the vampire. Yeah, all of the environment is going to change, and the trees are more twisted and not really natural looking. So I'm going to delete these trees. Or maybe keep all the trees here because let's say power of the vampire isn't that much big to influence the other region. Of course, this vampire alone is really powerful creature, but yeah, let's keep it this for now. For the trees, let's use those. Going to paste them really densely. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. You see that? That's a really nice detail. Awesome. And yeah, this not too much because I don't want to obscure the overall scene, but just enough to. Even here, I'm going to put some tree. Yeah, here. Good. So we have the vegetation. The next thing. The next thing is I always try to this winter folder here, and maybe I'm not gonna say I'm naive, but it always like see that it's not very natural looking. Maybe it's because of the day. Let's yeah, partially, but it's not. Although it looks really nice in at night. Let's get back to the daytime as only for now. And the same with bushes. doesn't work well. I don't know. Maybe it is a matter of rendering, or I don't know. Let's go for bushes and big May. I usually go with these bushes, with this selection. Never go with those small ones. They don't look good in the map. Not saying, of course, in white shape, but doesn't they don't look good in the animated map. Whenever there are trees, there should be this underneath, and I make it very often this because it gives some flora, it gives some density. Some trees are staying in the water, but that's okay. Here, because the overgrown, they are overgrown. Good. And I'm going to put some trees here really densely for the players to have a cover. I'm too good. So let's keep it like not only players can get cover. Here as well. Usually there are many bushes outside of, say, the shore. There we go. It's taking a shape. Okay, I think we have enough to start with texture work. So, there are a couple of features which I really like here. Those, okay. This is really during my building experience, I learned something that it's really crucial to plan your texturing because we get only 8 layers of texture available, and sometimes I find myself in kind of trouble because there wasn't enough layers left for me. So usually first and second layer I used for the overall tone of the map. So here I'm going to change it. Oh, here I switched off. That's nice. So here I'm going to change those first two into some more swampy look. Texture, and let's see what we got here. could even go with that, but I'm not gonna. Or maybe it looks too bright for me, and we are going to build a really dark place here. Like Irish meadow, but maybe that we need to have something dry. This is what I use for roads and for mods, and I'm going to use that texture, but not in that way. All right, I think we have found one. Second one is a grass, so let's give some random noise. Grass, then increase the intensity. Sorry. All right. That intense. All right. Now, second thing. Third layer. As a third layer, I'm going to put some leaves here. Leaves for. I'm going to use this brush. If that. Won't be a leaves here. It's going to be a rock. See how this rock works like. This maybe. Much. Mark the steepness. Okay. Doesn't work. Thing happens. Wonder why? Don't want to. There is nothing steep enough. Well, it works for that. Okay, we have something. All in all, it looks awesome. If I'm going to build, and I will build some, I don't know, canyon or maybe hills or mountains, I'll definitely go with that one, that filter, or with that tool, name it. But for now, yeah, and it gives even a steepness down under the water, so it is really good. But use it, or maybe use it, adding more. It looks just awesome. Okay. Which software is it, William? This is Wild Shape. So basically this is 3D tool based on Unity, which you can use for building the maps and which you can use for play. Thanks, Mike. Nice to have you here. Okay. So, yeah, those rocks looks good, but it doesn't fit really good to the overall scene. I think you'd have something more dark, and maybe this. Not really good. Doesn't look good because they have some like, I don't know. I have impression that it looks wet, and I know we are on swamps and everything's wet, but that one. Thank you, Mike. I hate. I really. I, I I had really a hard time building that map, but yeah, overall it went really nice, and it is really satisfying to see the result. Thank you. Not snow, not sand, not snow again. Um, I'm going to use that texture under the water to make it dark and muddy. Going up, going up. This could do. I use this texture a lot. Don't like this because it looks more cartoonish for me. I Yeah, I'm leaning towards this one. Okay, let's keep it. Let's keep it like this. Okay, now leaves. Leaves under the trees. No, now we should go with the road. And to mark the road, there's one thing. I don't always draw a road straight on the grass texture. I usually do that, um, or maybe I create some background for the road. Am I here? I go here. So let's try this. No, it's too bright. Again, we are in the swamps. Oh yeah, lava. Verb. Those previews more attention. But overall the tool is great. It's still alpha version, so let's give it a credit. I have a lot of fun with this tool. Make it here. Going to even change the brush. Rough. Okay. repeating the same texture, and I know. Go with this. That one. Mark down the road here. Could be, and I'll make it more, more seamless. Go. Right. Just brushing around. Not really liking that, honestly. It looks good, but not for the swamps. Also, yeah, maybe. There was one texture that could. Okay, let's stay with this texture. Let's stay. And first of all, I'm going to erase this threshold here, because a certain threshold. Iron it a little bit. Should be here. Okay. Intense here. Good. Right. Now. And now the actual road. So we are here. Now we're going to take another texture. And for some of you that already knows me, I usually use that that texture for the road, and I'm going to 1 second. Make a trail here. A small size of the brush. Yeah. Go for even for the one. Starts brush. Intense. Let's make another. Here, love this texture. All of the here puddles. Then yeah, nobody wants to go there because they're usually the people here usually park cars somewhere here. Going to a little bit more. Here. So that's 0.4. size. Say lane, second hill. Less intense. That will work. Alright, and the road goes somewhere to the village or to the nearest town. Okay. Here's the intensity. Here's the size. Let's make here and there. Elevate this. Okay, I think that should work. Tiny, but okay. All right. Now, finally, the leaves. Throw them somewhere in here. The road as well. There. Here. Here I'm going to use your brush. Too much. I think that will do. Patches here. Here. Good. Now, so we have the leaves, we have the ground. Basically, I think this this part is pretty much done. But I need some work here because the village townfolk usually go away. They just walk through these strange ruins down to the vampire sarcophagus or some vampire lair. Somebody just went just here, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, once they are here, heavily walk around texture, mud puddles. we have almost all texturing work done. The one last thing is to just make more darker, and go back to this brush. And where was the texture I was looking to? Let's try one by one. Not really. There was one more very dark. I never remember where it was. Definitely. Okay, now let's stay with Dana for the other map. Once again, yeah, this is what I'm looking for. That's what. This one. Throw the whole water. Right now, to the not yet. We go to the details. Yet, okay. Let's decrease the intensity. The details here. Doesn't hurt if we have if this kind of black matte partially covers the bank, because this is exactly what this is intended. Last one thing is to set the tone, and going to do that, I'm going to use the trees from the swamp palette, which I usually use not that often, because they are not moving. Now I'm going to a little bit of black matte here and here, not to cover the currently current textures just to, yeah, a little bit dirtier, more dirty. Yeah. Now, one of the last thing before I will play with the lights. I'm going to put some, not rocks, not really, swamps props. They are a lot of different swamps, trees, and I will be using one of randomly picking. Okay, looks good. This. Let's leave it for now. Branches. The branches has great assets here. The stumps, that will do for swamp well. So I'm going to put that with the other. Branches, yeah. My CPU is start to burn. Turn off this one. Right. All right. I like these trees here. Good already. Set a tone. First, I'm going to change the watercolor. Because There's not that often the water is blue. I'm going to increase the green here. We have Maldives. Decrease the blue. Now we have the toxic wastes. Now we are getting there. That much red, the blue. Right. Now it should be good. Then, as we have it, I'm going to slowly change the. First of all, well, skybox is okay. Let's put some nicely looking cloudy that's romantic. First of all, decrease the light a little bit. No. Put like shadows. Change the rotation here. Yep. Shadows, light. Big time. Skybox. Cloudy, cloudy, cloudy days. Maybe we should go with that. You know what? Change more than that. We can change the color of the lights here. So I can even go for green, the bluish, but I'll just maybe, yeah, let's keep it like that. Distinguish the objects here. Good. I will need more time to figure it out, but I think good. All right. Here's the side, the never mind. I think that's gonna be good. It should be good for now. Right. So we have built the map with the map of the swamps. There's a light work to do, and I'm going to trial and error and do the stuff in the next couple of hours, maybe a couple of minutes. what I'm going to do, I'm going to definitely do something like I'm going to put here a sticks with the torches, and just for the sake of you seeing that how much and how good it works. Let's I'm going to present with the only one. Let's keep it at on the not 90, it's 0. Let's change the rotation. Somehow. Anyways, I'm going to put here in the vertical position. One. Necessary need to be straight. And now the thing is, now the magic is happening. What was that? That was a props, lanterns, yeah. Here. This is how good it looks when it somebody cares about swamps. It should also look awesome when in the nighttime. There we go. Picture. And I'm going to build more of that, more of those torches here and torches poles. But as for now, I'd like to thank you guys for watching me. I hope I haven't bored you to death. That was my first stream ever. So that yeah. That's an epic event, I would even say. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you and talk to you somewhere, even somewhere on the Discord for the White Shapers, on the White Shape Discord, and on my Patreon. On my Patreon, I'm going to also have some surprise for you. Because I'm going to release a new benefit in a couple of days, but I need to set everything up, and once this is done, the benefit will be available for all of tiers, so everybody will be able to use it. Yeah, thank you, and I will roll 20 at the end. Maybe I'll get some. Huzzah. 3. I hope I rolled. That's not a tragedy. Take care, and see you, and read to you. Goodbye.